hey, a million years ago, I did a talk show, and that's what you're gonna see, so enjoy. It's just short clips, but I think you'll dig it.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you for coming to hang out.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, honey, you know it's you. I call you up and say, come on, anywhere I am. I'm sitting here with Evander Holyfield. Now, you know, it's funny when you talk to people in the fight game. You ask them about Evander Holyfield, they say, oh, he's so sensitive, or he's too caring, or he's too fair. Why would he want to beat the booty off of someone?
Because, you know, that's the nature of the game. Y'all love what I'm doing, and the money's right, and I'm the best in what I'm doing, so it's good enough for me.
You know, people do use those words to talk about you, but I mean, how gentle and kind could you be when you beat Buster Douglas's butt? And it wasn't like it was a short fight, it was only 7 minutes. You took one punch and put him out. That's an amazing thing to me.
Well, yeah, because yeah, he made a mistake, and I was able to capitalize on it. And, you know, that's the nature of the game, right. Being able to capitalize on someone's mistake. The
thing that's amazing to me is I look at your hands and I think, if this hand connected with any bone on my body, I'd be out. But I would let you connect with my bones for several $1 million. But what is it about the sport? What is it about boxing?
Well, I truly believe a lot of people don't understand the game, which would draw people to the fight, and people do understand. And boxing is an art, and it's a form of art that people say, well, you know, I like violence, but in a game of boxing, it's organized to a point where it seems that anybody could be the heavyweight champion of the world if they have a punch. But the strategy of the game that people don't understand, that you got to figure out how to hit the guy and not get hit, but put yourself in a position that where you can hit him and he'll miss you, or you can hit him with the right hand or the left hook to get him out. And that really draws the people, because people like to know what make another man tick.
And you are the heavyweight, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. But that's a funny thing, because your mom said you really hated to fight. She said sometimes you used to come home and complain about being bullied. Who would bully you when you were a kid?
Well, look, girls. It was always girls. You know, guys weren't supposed to hit the girls. But, you know, I developed lately, and the girls are always taller and always bigger. And they always pull on my clothes. So I come home with these clothes raggedy, and my mom said, I work too hard, you know, to buy you clothes and let people tear their clothes off. And I was like, well, you told me not to hit girls. Well, don't you let them tear your clothes up. And I had my niece, right, which is the same age I am, used to have to protect me from the girls.
Now, your mom played a real part in your life still. I mean, she was the driving force really behind you.
Yes, my mother was the whole inspiration I had on this earth. You know, I believe in Christ, but, you know, my mother was my everything. I was mama's little boy and still is. And I think that's the reason I have the respect for a woman, because of my mother. And when people look at me and say, well, and compliment me on certain things, you know, I realize all that come from my mother. You know, without my mother, you know, I could just be out there and doing a lot of different things. And my mother brought me up, look, you got to work hard for everything that you want, and nothing is promised, and no one gonna give you anything. It's how hard you want to work. And, you know, that stuck with me. And that just really gave me that desire to, you know, just work hard.
You have the reputation of a gentleman, you know?
Well, it's easy. It's confidence. You know, I know what I can do. And one thing I know, that only thing I will have to do to be successful is do the best I can.
Well, honey, I'll be at ringside the next time you're in that ring. Thank you for coming and talking to me.